listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. Lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
And the timing just a hair off. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Back to throw. It's Retzlaff. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
A first down for the offense. This guy can throw it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, continues to fight for yards. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And he's got it at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Let's see what they've got on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
First down here for the offense. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with his system.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Giddens. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. They're setting up the screen. Bulls his way forward. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They want to throw it. get to him just before he scores. Run out of bounds at the 1.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Dropping back. It's Retzlaff. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. 4th down, and the clock keeps dwindling away, and they'll try to get the snap off quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He had all day to throw that. This offensive line knew coming into today, the challenge
trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second half.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Giving him his pass. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender.
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Makes his way into the end zone, and now they're within 5.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6. Offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here.
Oh, ball's out! That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. it. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Quick release by the QB. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, BYU. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. On the move. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points.
He tries to take the top off. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Touchdown, Kansas State. They take the lead with the 6.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. offense set on first down. The running back has it. Turns it on at midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Goes to the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in, got that sucker to the ground.
On the run, it's Martin. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 27, BYU 23.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Got it, looking for a first. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He's got it and still on his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And they're able to get him on the ground. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, BYU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. First down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They try to pop a run on the draw. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! They move on top here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
And he added the extra point. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. They're bringing heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Number 27.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
BYU.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Coliseum, a place traveler calls home, and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Historically, the Trojans have been the powerhouse in this rivalry, but last season it was UCLA in a blowout.
And that is not something USC is accustomed to. They want to own this rivalry. They think they own UCLA. They will have some extra fire behind them today.
Yeah, that UCLA blowout last year really helped the Bruins in recruiting. Remember, these two schools, they recruit the same kids here in Los Angeles, in the state of California, and nationally as well. It would be massive if UCLA could beat USC again and make it back-to-back.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Getting some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Fires toward the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform.
Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. That ball was squirting around on the field. Finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. UCLA.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands... Ball is free. How in the world did the offense retain possession? This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll throw it on first down. Going deep.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Trojans will hustle to the line, looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The run from the shotgun. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Garbers. Working that left side now. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll set up to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. Then I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Coming after him. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Sturdivant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter.
USA 13, UCLA 12.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the right. Hauls it in. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes.
Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Running through contact. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Motion from the offense. They'll try to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be
going for the big play. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. He's into the open down the middle. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard
the snap, sets up the throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to throw. It's Garbers. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense will try to conjure up some magic here with 4 seconds left in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Branch. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Quarterback checking off. On third down, going up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Skips away from pressure. He'll throw it. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Wide receivers, they might at least have a hint of deep in, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off for the third time today. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Fires it down the seam. He's got an open man. Off he goes. He's at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Well, jet sweep pass. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. 3rd and goal from way back there. They keep attacking through the air. Trying to get to him. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This is one of those plays where when the defensive backs come back to the huddle, they give you an earful. Is anybody going to get to the quarterback? Can anybody pressure him? I can't cover my guy for 4 hours.
Buys a little time with his feet. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Garbers. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. run play action. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. Can anyone catch him? Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USA 19, UCLA 12.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback moving. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Gets it out quickly. Oh, no, the ball popped out. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's loose down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Holds it in on the left. Hit the gas, and the ball squirted out. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be... And the ball is free on the pitch. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
What a great job by the defense here, playing with the lead, knowing the opponent needs a touchdown. They're just trying to get to the ball and punch it out. They practice this all week, and it comes up big for them late. That turnover is going to seal this thing.
They'll throw it on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. Away, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll fire. buys a little time. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Trying to bully their way in. Good, solid tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
UCLA, 18.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. Just needs a crack to get a return. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to move it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
Number 7.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
The extra point can tie it up, headed to halftime. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the football. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
With the score all time.
First play of the first possession of OT. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going for it all. Touchdown, USC! They strike first here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Interesting decision here as they'll go ahead and go for two. He's looking to throw. They got it. The aggressive play call pays off, and they're up by 8.
That makes the score. USC 33, UCLA 25.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught close to the marker. It's Harden. Touchdown, UCLA! Got it in. Now they'll have to do it again with the two-point conversion to tie.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Looking for the two-point try. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're trying to get to it. Pressure coming. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. grab near the sticks. It's Harden. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Looking to the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Dances away. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Dances away to buy time. Now improvising. Quarterback extends the play. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Third and long, and they want to be careful here not to go backwards and make a potential game-winning kick tougher. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Still looking on the move. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Buys a little extra time. They're bringing heat. Coming after it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Getting some heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Pocket starts to collapse. Using his legs to buy some time. Steps away to find some room. Using his feet to buy time. Did not get there. They could have won it with a field goal. Instead, we'll play another overtime.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. He's looking to throw. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that two-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Big fullback's got it. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Fullback's got it. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They broke serve. Now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the two, and we play on. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll ride his man on the option. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. That's a live ball. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. Run it with the fullback. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Here comes the two-point try. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. He's looking to pass. Moving away from pressure. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the back. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by two.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a two-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. On the option. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
With the game still tied.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Now on the option. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now adjusting. Looking to scramble. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Steps away. Looking to scramble. Trying to get to him. They're trying to get to him. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.